Well, right now, another great friend of our program over the years, definitely on Christian Media Spotlight, and of course, relatively new friend of Red's Room as well. He was from Payson, Arizona. I say was because that's not accurate anymore. He has actually gone to the state of California, a lot closer to Red now, where they can get together a lot more often for the live stuff because he is a worship leader at Holland Davis's church in Calvary Chapel, San Clemente, I do believe, if I stand corrected there. Adriane Blanco is a worship pastor and is working towards a master's degree in worship and music from Liberty University. Yes, he's recorded 2 full-length albums, developing songs for a new worship album. They have did you have your 5th one now? How outdated is this? Do you
Oh,
have your 5th child now?
yes, yeah, we had our fifth child born this summer. So
Okay, so yes, that does need updating. Well, he's got 5 kids, great family. Joining us from his home, well, his new home, come to find out in extenuating circumstances, is Adriane Blanco here on the show. Adriane, thanks for being with us here tonight on Red's Room.
yes, hey, so is my privilege to be able to join you here. I'm having a great time, being able to hear the music and worship coming from all these great artists here, and it's great to be able to hang out with you guys again.
Great. Now, in addition to, is that what you've been mainly keeping busy with the last couple of months? Is just the whole relocation to California and getting settled into your new position in California? Is that what's been taking up, at least musically and otherwise, the last few months?
Well, there's been a lot. I mean, trying to raise 5 kids, of course, moving into a new home, and then of course a new church, a new ministry, and
Yeah.
additional ministry that I'm involved in. I'm actually working also for Liberty University, and as well as trying to earn a degree, a master's degree in worship there.
Nice.
So there's lots going on there.
Lots going on. Yes, we'll talk a little bit about that more as we go throughout the night. What's your first song you got for us tonight, Adriane?
Well, you know what? Tonight I wanted to base songs based on this kind of season we have of Valentine's Day. It's
Mm-hmm.
not necessarily um, a worshipful type time, but you know what? Something my kids got really excited about today. They stayed up all night last night making Valentines for their friends, and handmade even. Not store bought.
Aww.
They made their own Valentine's creations, and they were all excited about their Valentine's Day party that they had today. Even our 3-year-old, my 3-year-old son, he was all excited about creating his Valentine's cards to pass out to his friends that he was able to get together with today.
Aw.
So, with that in mind, I just wanted to tailor the songs with the idea of love. I love that God has given us, that He has modeled for us, love that God shows us all the time. And start off with a song that I actually sang for my wife, and it's really interesting how I find that God gave us these kind of relationships as a way to teach us about adoration. And when we can really understand adoration, it helps us to be able to connect with God. And I just kind of find it even interesting. A love song that I wrote for my wife was also has that kind of adoration built into it as well.
Amen. Amen. Adriane Blanco right here on Red's Room.
My eyes welling up with tears of joy. My ears ring the voice I hear. My lips tremble just to speak your name. My heart pounds that you near. When you're near, soul recognizing who you are. When these buckle lights you lift me up. When you're near me, all else fades away, and I want to stay. When you're near me, there's no time of day, so I want to stay. When you're near me, all else fades away, and I want to stay. When you're near me, all else fades away, and I want to stay. When you're near me, there's no time of day, so I want to stay. When you're near me, all else fades away, and I want to stay. When you're near me, there's no time of day, so I want to stay. So I want to stay.
Adrian Blanco right here on Red's Room. Yes, indeed. Great song written for his wife. Timely song with Valentine's Day. Josh says, wow, awesome song. Yes, great hearing that one tonight. So good being able to feature your music. Uh, what are you going to be upcoming now that you kind of settled in a little bit? We talked about where you've kind of been the last couple months with raising a family, getting settled into your new state of California, your new position as a worship leader with Holland Davis over there. What's the next couple of months look like? Is it going to be more songwriting? Is it going to be more settling in with Holland Davis's congregation and doing more there and continuing to learn uh, more tricks of the trade from Holland? I mean, what's next down the road for you in these next few months?
Right. Well, yes, definitely all the above. Holland Davis, he's a frequent guest here on this show as well in Red's Room, and we moved out there so that I wanted to be able to train with someone who's a veteran worship leader and pastor, someone who is a great authority and experienced worshiper. I actually found that even in one of my textbooks he was quoted, and that kind of once I started reading, I'm like, hey, I know that guy. I wanted to reach out to him, and actually we moved out there so that I can learn from someone who's been there and is really experienced in the art of worship and has that connection in the presence of God. So a lot is trying to learn from everything he can teach me, which means unlearning a lot of bad habits that I have, probably, and and being able to focus myself on in the presence of God and taking myself out of it, out of the equation.
You don't have any bad habits. You just have good habits that are transforming into great habits, right?
There's so much to learn.
Oh, so that's
So
that's
yeah,
good, but
and
that's
yeah, and so a lot also that I'm trying to do is even revisit some of the songs that I have written in the past and see if I can redirect them to be solely focused on God's
oh,
glory.
okay.
Yeah.
Red says Holland Davis. literally wrote the book on worship.
I do have. I can't reach it right now because I'm plugged in, but I do have a book of his right over here on this shelf, a little bit.
Oh, hey, you
Uh,
literally did write the book. Yes,
yeah,
Red's correct on that.
yeah.
This says so much emotions. The music tonight so needed and appreciated, and Ninja's got the better view. Oh, not yet. Okay. Oh, so Elizabeth, I'm sure everyone is appreciating the music tonight. So much good stuff here tonight. What's the next tune you got for us to perform here on Red's Room?
Right. And even what I'm doing over at our church tomorrow night, we have a couples retreat. So we're actually doing kind of like a Valentine's Day.
Oh, it's all about love this weekend. How about that?
So I'm going to be playing some songs, leading a worship set there. But all this again with in mind. Here's another song that I wrote from my wife, and showing love and respect and honor to my wife here. Wrote this song as well.
Oh, Adriane Blanco here on Red's Room. So cool.
She works a very hard day, helping the time pass away. Passes a photo and smiles, picks up a phone and she dials. From her cheeks a blushing rose, and the way it seems she glows, I'd say everybody knows she's in love. She acts as if she's alone, speaking in childish tones, teasing and rolling their eyes. But they say she has one lucky guy. I would totally agree, and I cannot wait to see when my baby's finally home with me. It's all in the way that she walks with me. She smiles as she talks with me, and I'll shout it from the mountain tops. She loves me, she loves me. As I've been told, God made them grow old. She's of an era gone by, when love was still worth a try. A character that's from the scene of the old silver screen, one that rarely can be seen anymore. It's all in the way she walks with me. She smiles as she talks with me, and I'll shout it from the mountain tops. She loves me, she loves me, she loves me. Second to none, perhaps could have anyone. Not easy to understand. Her eyes are on only one man. It's all in the way that she walks with me. She smiles as she talks with me, and I'll shout from the mountain tops. She loves me, she loves me. It's all in the way she walks with me. She smiles, she talks with me, and I'll shout from the mountain tops. She loves me, she loves me, she loves me. Loves me.
So good. Adrian Blanco here on Red Zone. That is absolutely fantastic. We hope that maybe you were watching and you were sharing that with your loved one, just as Adrienne did. I love the fact that not only do you write love songs for the Lord and love songs for the church, but you're able to write love songs for your significant other who you're supposed to, as men, love and cherish and all those things that he tells us to do. So I love that you were able to write that out into song and into words, and hopefully it inspires um, somebody or some guy who's out there watching about their relationship and how to take care of and to love one another. Big Deborah Robertson says, big brownie points for you, Adrienne. Yes, did it certainly help at home there with the brownie point scale when you wrote that? So I'm sure you performed it for her. I'm sure when you wrote it, did she respond well to to these songs?
I'd say she, yeah, definitely, definitely enjoys, yeah, definitely enjoys the songs.
Yeah.
Uh, hopefully,
Awesome.
we can do more even.
All right. And if you ever find yourself in any trouble, just write her a song and everything will be okay. Right? Awesome. Just kidding. Kelly, maybe, I don't know. Kelly Kendall right here says, awesome, Adrienne. Cool sounding guitar, says Doreen. And she says, you are a tenor.
Oh yes, definitely.
Yes, definitely. Um, definitely a tenor. Yes. And you are going through a bit of an interesting time as well. You had a little bit of a home mishap that you are balancing. You just got settled into your new home, for goodness sakes, and you had a little bit of a home mishap, and everything seems to be progressing sort of there. But has this move to California, with the home mishap, with starting with Holland Davis's church, has this been just a whole new chapter and a whole new learning experience in a lot of ways, and a lot of ways of growth for you in this next phase of your ministry and your life as a family?
Absolutely. And Joe, you're kind of holding back on a story. I think people are leaving people in suspense.
Well, I wasn't sure how far you wanted to go into it tonight, so
Right,
I kept
right.
it sort of vague. I mean, if you want to share, you you
So,
you
so,
certainly can.
so what
But
yeah, what Joseph is talking about is we had a plumber come to check out a leak that we had in the ceiling that was like filling up a light that was in the kitchen.
needless to say, the leak was made worse.
Right. So, a plumber, he came in, he was trying to figure out what's the source of the leak, and he has reciprocating saw, and he's kind of, going up into the ceiling, and then he opened it up, and opened up like a sewage line just all over himself, all over our kitchen, and just pretty much just destroyed the whole kitchen from the bathroom upstairs.
Ugh.
That happened last week. So
I love Phil's reaction over there.
right, it's yeah, all over him, all over the whole. Um, so our family is in a hotel currently, and there's a lot of
He's
repair and
he's 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 coming to us from a room at the scene of the crime. Uh,
oh, so there's lots of issues, and there's a lot of expenses involved, but yeah, we know God will.
yeah, his week proverbially went in the toilet.
Right, but I
Or
mean,
something to that effect.
when the sewage hits the exhaust fan, we know that we have a God on our side that can be able to take us through every struggle we go through. I think your mic went out. Was that because you're laughing too hard? Is that what?
I there when the sewage hits the exhaust fan. I love what you did there. That was well done. Well done. That was the most G-rated I think I've ever heard that
Right, right.
that saying used, but it
I think
fits
Pastor
in
Berto's
your
over there is
case
getting
though.
ready
It
to use
really,
that in a sermon, I
really
think.
does.
Right.
there somewhere. He's working on it right now. I see him over there. Sewage hits the exhaust fan. Yep. I got confident. He's fitting it. Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So that might
Yeah,
come back here.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
right, yeah. So yeah, we know that God is always with us, that God will never leave us, never forsake us. His love never fails. His love endures forever.
Amen. Amen.
And on that note,
And on that note, what do we got next? Music wise for us there.
yes, I started looking at 1 Corinthians 13, and the words just kind of jumped off the page at me in musical form, and just want to share this song. I'm not sure if I've performed it for any of you guys yet. Still kind of working on it, still kind of in development, but that's kind of going somewhere. The song's called "Love Never Fails."
Amen. Adriane
Staying
Blanco,
on
love
that
never
love,
fails. I
staying on
think
that love,
continuing the love theme.
of course.
The love theme. Yes,
Love
Adriane
being
Blanco here
on
on the
Red's Room. Yes, here we go.
on Red's Room. He's taking my line now. Here. Take it away, Adriane.
If I could speak to the world with words from above, what good could it be if I have no love? If I know all there is and is to come, but have no love, I'll help no one. How can I love like you? Help me love like you. You are patient, you are kind. You never envy, never boast. You are not proud or rude, pursuing self-desires foremost. You are not angered easily. Never remind me when I fail. You never accept injustice for your truth will prevail. You always protect, always believe, always endure. If I give all possessions to feed the poor, but have no love, my gifts are impure. If for a noble cause I give my life, but have no love, where's the sacrifice? How can I love like you? Help me to love like you. You are patient, you are kind. You never envy, never boast. You are not proud or rude, pursuing self-desires foremost. You are not angered easily. You never remind me when I fail. You'll never accept injustice, for your truth will prevail. You always protect, always believe, always endure. Love never fails. Your ways will always protect, always believe, always endure. You always protect, always believe, always endure. Your love never fades. Your love never fades.
Adriane Blanco, some great stuff here tonight on Red's Room. He's joining us, of course, from California. He is a member of Holland Davis's Calvary Chapel, San Clemente ministry. Now, just learning a bunch of different stuff from Holland. I just imagine as a musician being able to pick that guy's brain from time to time. There, Deborah Robertson says, "Wonderful song, beautiful singing." And Elizabeth mentioned a minute ago. Phil. I have to address this one. The house incident story that you voluntarily told us. I wasn't going to completely pull the cat out of the bag. I just wanted to know, Phil, and I think he's saying that based on we can see, those of us here in the Zoom, we can see everybody's reactions if you have their camera on. And so Phil had a priceless reaction, and I almost wish if it was my program, I probably would have brought him on camera the minute that reaction hit. But he he says, "We're not laughing at you, we're laughing with you, brother." So just in case you were wondering, we're laughing with you, although we are definitely praying for you in that current situation, because it is not fun when the sewage hits the exhaust fan. I am not forgetting that version of the saying anytime soon, I don't think. But that's kind of literally what happened in your case. But we're not only praying for a complete home restoration, we're also continuing to pray for just absolutely great growth in your ministry, and that you could just continue to grow as a musician, just being where you are and things like that. So fantastic. Elizabeth says, "Love this. Absolutely love it." Also, talk about unplanned God moments. He mentions 1 Corinthians 13, and yesterday I shared that chapter with verse 1-3 because it was Bible Gateway's verse of the day. And then tonight, before this concert, I went to Bible Gateway and shared from the same book and chapter that you had mentioned, apparently, because that was the verse of the day. So you kind of wove into where spiritually her day and her weekend was going. So how about that? How about God's timing and he's imparting his word just in different ways and weaving that in our community. So great. And of course, no pressure. We'll see if Pastor Phil's word lines up with everything that was said tonight.
You're right. He did have some. I think I almost fell out of his chair earlier when I hit that line.
Yeah, he already went on his knees to pray before we hit the broadcast tonight. So I think he's good and ready for a word. The night is looking up. Yes. Spending some time with Adriane Blanco here. You've got one more tune for us. What do you have to share with us tonight? Good
sir. Sure, yeah. And then also sharing about God's love as we see the story of the prodigal son. So how his love is everlasting, not dependent upon our ability to please him, but because he is God and he loves us as a perfectly eternally loving Father, and gives us the perfect example of how we should love.
Amen. Story. Amen. Adriane Blanco here on Red's Room.
Now I see I took you for granted. My life has known a lot less hits than misses. I am sure I will meet rejection. Still you run to greet me with with hugs and kisses. I am loved by you. I am loved by you. Take the slave that made me as your child, and take his right to clothe me as a king. I don't deserve this. I don't deserve this. Still we celebrate. We dance and we sing. I am loved by you. 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 I am loved, I am loved. I am loved, I am loved. I am loved by you. I am loved, I am loved.
Adriane Blanco, yes, indeed, on Red's Room. Two questions I want to ask you before we let you go. You've shared a number of songs here on Red's Room. You've also shared a number of songs on our Night of Hope music series, which we would love to see you have another video on that soon, eventually, whenever you can. But what do you think, out of all the songs that you share with us, what do you think or believe? Do you have a favorite song you've ever wrote? And or why? Favorite song ever written? Is there one that you either love to perform or holds close to you in a lot of ways?
Many times, my favorite song is a song that I'm currently working on. But yeah,
Fair enough. Fair
yeah,
enough.
there
Fair
are
enough.
definitely songs that make a difference to me. I mean, there's songs like "Faithful," talking about
Uh,
God is all.
mm-hmm,
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
that's right. I just shared that with you on Christian.
Yeah. Along with, I think you've shared Faithful and Shine Your
Shine Your
Face, I
Faith.
believe.
Yep. Which, if we had more time, I've got those both on cue. But I know we have that. The night is running short, or the afternoon's running short if you're in Australia. Yes, but so yes,
Sure.
definitely a lot of songs that are meaningful and just in different times and in different ways. And sometimes I'll forget about a song and be like, "Oh wow, I totally forgot about that song. Wow, I love that song," and want to like remake it or try to bring it back in a new capacity. Yeah, in a new style. So yeah, a lot of times probably the answer is whatever song I'm currently working on.
Great answer. Great answer. Always challenging and reinventing yourself. I want to ask you as well this final question for you, because you've not only done a lot of worship leading in other churches before, including in Arizona, but you've also sat under Pastor Holland a little while. If there is a piece of advice you can give um, to any worship leader who is striving to make a difference and be effective in their churches, what is that one piece of advice you would share with whoever might be watching right now?
So you got to start over with the idea and the memory of when you first wanted to sing to God, when you first wanted to sing a song of adoration to Jesus. And you have to stay there, and you don't go away, but worship is all about staying there and adoring the Lord in his presence and staying
Yeah.
in the
Mm,
presence of God.
mm,
So,
mm.
as opposed to even reaching people, worship is not about reaching people. Worship is about pursuing God.
Yeah.
As we do that, others are attracted to that. But we don't need to pursue people. We only need to pursue the Lord.
And so good, Adrian. Yeah, Elizabeth says, Faithful has been one of my favorites on CMS. Oh, thank you. It really relates to me. So, yes, we've enjoyed playing Faithful over the last year or so that we've had access to it on CMS. Frank Reisenberger says, good musical interpretation of the Great Love chapter of First Corinthians. Hank Davis says, well done, Adrian. Beautiful song. Indeed. So, tell us where we can connect up with you and find some of your music and stay in touch with what you're going to be coming up with next. Where are the places that we can do that?
Well, the best answer is with you guys, of course.
Well, of course. I mean,
With Red and Joseph, yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Contact with me, and of course through Facebook. Lately, I have not had any time to make any videos, but I would love to do that. I really want to do that and write more songs, of course. Just there's yeah, getting kind of spread thin, and I really could use some prayer in order to.
yeah.
I really would love to focus more on songwriting and video creation, and that would be amazing. Having the opportunity to do more of that, of course. And then, yeah, if people like any of those songs that I played, I haven't done an official recording of "The Love Never Fails," but the other songs I have available, like on iTunes or whatever your favorite music retailer is. You can get that.
Yeah. And definitely, in the meantime of submitting any professional music videos, if you ever want to send something acoustic our direction, feel free to, and we'd love to still include you on the program in the meantime there. Red, am I supposed to ask that? Are you planting a seed over there? And you know what I'm talking about.
Is this the bathroom thing?
No, no,
Or you want me to play
no,
in the
no,
bathroom?
no,
Oh,
no, no. But now that you mention it,
singing in the shower kind of thing. What was that?
No, it wasn't that. I was mentioning to him about the since you said Red's Room and Christian Media Spotlight, if you just happen to be in Washington in May 7th, we are actually doing a Red's Room second year anniversary concert. And Joe is doing the very first ever live Night of Hope.
Woohoo!
Yes, indeed. And so that in a sense is what we were trying to go for. If you wanted to join us first week of May, if you're at all able, we're just planting that.
Oh,
But
yeah. That'd be
yeah,
awesome.
Yeah,
4th
since
to
you
the
said
7th.
since you said me and Joe, and we're both going to be there.
Right.
We are
Well,
live and in
that's the
person,
perfect
May
time
7th.
for me and Joe and you to finally meet all together.
May 7th. Yeah. So if you just happen to be in the Seattle area, well, I don't know, May 7th, we would love to have you join us.
Yeah,
Hint,
that'd be
hint,
cool. We
hint,
could make
hint,
that work.
hint, 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 says Pastor. Yeah, Phil. Hint, hint. And Elizabeth, I have to mention this because she is the resident. She is the reason why there's so much chagrin for the bathroom session. She just says, just did a face palm. And Adrian, Why? Why? But I mean, we are recruiting, artists for the next round, which apparently has become a new series for us, unbeknownst to me. Yes, right along CMS Home for Night of Hope and the
Right.
Bathroom Session series.
I like
Craig,
to
you did. Craig, you did get a chance to tell Rachel about that, didn't you? I
Let's
hope
do
to
it.
avoid any awkward conversation
Or
later.
for me, it would be fun to
Just saying.
Like, I
We'll
mean, you sound better. Like, I reckon my singing sounds the best in the bathroom. So, like, I totally get it.
Craig, I think, said something to the same. I think he felt the same way, which
Oh,
is why I think he was okay with you guys doing one eventually.
sure.
But you
Which
should.
bathroom?
I don't. That's up to you. I mean,
Like a public toilet or like?
Yeah, there are no rules, right, Joe?
Right.
no. We leave not only song choice like we do on Night of Hope. We leave song choice and bathroom venue choice completely up to the artist. Yeah,
Alrighty.
whatever. Yeah.
like a
Okay.
construction site, portable John.
I mean,
Portaloo, love a Portaloo. I don't
What-
know.
whatever-
It's very good,
whatever floats your boat. I mean,
Yeah,
You know.
Adrian,
No.
you could even do the Huntington Pier bathroom if you really wanted to.
oh,
Oh wow.
oh wow.
though. Go to Bondi Beach. Don't worry.
There you go.
How is this a topic?
But also-
I don't know. We went from sewage hitting the exhaust fan earlier on the show to our newest series, Bathroom Sessions, all in the course of one set. I don't plan this stuff.
There is a theme.
Also, Joe, if you're ever in California, you guys would be welcome to come over
Yes.
to our church as well for a show.
Yes. Next time I am in the SoCal area, I am there. Better believe it. I am there. I come down there probably once every a year or two. I'd imagine I've kind of ventured down that way. It's been a couple of years since I've been down the way, but if next time I make it down there, I will look you up and we'll definitely get together for sure.
And I guess you
Adrian,
don't wear a mask anymore now.
well, we still kind of do. Our mandate's still a few weeks away from being lifted, but yeah, I think we're heading that direction finally. But yeah, Adrian, thank you for being with us. Thank you for sharing your great worship and on this agape love, as I've dubbed it, themed weekend here on Red's Room. Thanks for being with us and many blessings to you, not only on the home restoration front, but also in your new position with Holland Davis's church as well. Continued blessings to you, my friend.
And thank you, and God bless you as well. And thank you for your ministry.